Well, Jason Moss, who is kind of given the controls
Get up there
this afternoon, and what a catch! Oh, Brandon Zylstra has done it again. How about that? 40-yard reception from James Franklin.
Well, terrific toss by Franklin, and obviously Brandon Zylstra continues to impress. The comparison being made in the CFL. You remember back some years as to Mark Boerichter, joined the Calgary Stampeders back in 2000.
Alpha! Hurry, hut!
Franklin play action. Zips it in again to Zylstra. It's become his favorite target. And think about a team that has a Darius Bowman. Darrell Walker hasn't even played today. He's dressed. And this treasure chest of receivers here. Zylstra has almost 150 yards receiving today.
Well, you heard Derek Taylor with the details at halftime talking about how frequently Darius Bowman is targeted within the Eskimos passing game. Brandon Zylstra has moved into a spot this week where he's running the Darius Bowman position, the Darius Bowman routes.
Franklin over 300 yards, knocked down. Marshall McFadden. So that will stop the drive here. And they'll bring out Sean White, who has had a remarkable season for the defending Grey Cup champions. Leads the CFL in per field goal percentage at 93.5. He's made 46 field goals in a row inside the 40. This is just outside the 40-yard line, but he's perfect inside the 50 this season. That can only bode well heading into the postseason. 31-17 Edmonton. Welcome back to our open mic game. Odell Willis is not mic'd today, but he never needs to be. Odell is always live.
Not the live zone game, baby! Woo! Let's go, Trigger! Frank! Let's go!
Well, Odell Willis, if he wasn't a football player, would be a great choreographer.
Yes, sir. The personalized greetings for all his teammates as they came out.
And the mascot. Took out punter.
Odell's got to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah. Ricky Ray play action. Brandon Whitaker steps out just in front of the first down marker.
Less than a yard. Inches.
Odell Willis taking a little break with the Eskimo defense on the field now. And rotating some bodies through there. Getting some of the young guys and back up some reps at this stage. You see the defensive leader, J.C. Sherritt, getting the day off.
Short yardage play here for the first down. And off to Whitaker. An Eskimo team that struggled for the most part defensively early in the season. He started to get it together at the right time for Mike Benavides, the defensive coordinator. But a lot of personnel changes in the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of credit goes to Mike Benavides for the coaching job that he's done this year. Started with a young group, had to mold this group, a couple of key additions, and he's talked about it. Brandon Thompson coming in that secondary and adding another veteran guy that allowed them to move Cord Parks from halfback out to field corner. Get more veteran guys in there. It improves the communication, gets everybody on the same page. And of course, adding Philip Hunt a little bit later in the season to that defensive front to add depth in terms of the pass rush. It's huge.
90 at
Sam?
No. Put nickel. We call it nickel. We're putting Cord at the nickel and Woody at the half. Woody puts in half in the first.
Okay.
Because right now we have nobody left. We have to make a change at free because Doobie's in for Petey at the corner.
Okay.
That's interesting conversation.
You have to go back to Petey playing.
No, but
Demetrius
I don't
Wright
know
is
what his
down,
status is.
one of the
I have no idea where he is. I
linebackers,
haven't been told either.
but really plays nickelback.
And I know from conversations with Mike Benavides over the years,
He hates when people call.
doesn't want that strong side linebacker, which is typically a DB type player. He's a cover guy 90% of the time.
He hates when he calls them linebackers.
So we can get away with calling him the nickel linebacker, but he doesn't just want him called a linebacker.
Yeah, you got the little linebacker.
And I understand that. It's another one of my beefs about the All-Star process, but
You're lathered up today, man. First and 10. Again, there goes Whitaker. Nice cutback again. And one of the bright spots for the Argos this season, certainly the play of Brandon Whitaker. Third in the CFL in rushing.
Six-pack, win!
Such a dependable player.
yeah, I mean, he's the consummate professional. Guy, you'll never hear him complain. A good teammate, a guy who takes certainly as much or more pride in his blocking than he does in what he does on plays where he's getting the football.
Ricky Ray, pocket closes. Down he goes. Once more. May have got back. No, they're going to call that a sack. Lost a yard on the play.
Eli Nagoye will get credit for that one. The Bishop's product. Getting a chance to play here. Former CFL Combine bench press champion.
Great job, baby. Great job.
Second and 11. Ray hangs in and gets the first down, it looks like. Once again, delivering on second down here to DeVere Posey.
And this is a great effort by Posey to pick this one up.
Wright's back. Wright's
Ball was
available.
a little bit behind him.
Wright's available.
99 stone, Y&Z pinch on one, ready, break.
Under a minute remain, third quarter. Whitaker slicing back. We've talked about Brandon Whitaker being that two-way, actually three-way player, if including run, catch, and block. And how about this season? Over 140 carries, 75 catches, very select company. Only 3 other players. Craig Ellis did it twice, Robert Drummond, and the pinball. Kind of redefined the position. Scat back. Whitaker's running back. Comes a rush again. Almost. That was knocked down nicely. Demetrius right back in the ball game.
They're going.
Argos are going to play a little bit of 3-down football.
Let's go,
here.
D, let's go.
Close to being picked. So 3-down football here for Toronto in the waning seconds of this third quarter.
Left tango, 764.
They need 7.
We got 2 betrayal over here on 1, ready, break.
Have to get to the 24. Final play, third quarter. Deep drop. Ray throws. Kenny Shaw can't hang on, and the Argos will turn the ball over on downs.
Great job. Let's go, let's go.
Ray was rocked as he
Showtime.
threw that football.
Let's go, showtime.
Showtime now for the Eskimos. James Franklin returns for the fourth quarter. 4 touchdown passes today. 31-17. Playoff-bound Eskimos. Receivers of all time, and coincidentally played for both teams playing today, the Argos and the Eskimos. And Daryl Mookie Mitchell, who was honored earlier today, is also a Canadian Football Hall of Famer this year. Mookie, how does that sound?
It sounds great. It sounds great.
What is it like, I mean, to be honored and all the things that are coming to you this year? You know, you look at the game today and what you did for the game, particularly with the Eskimos and Argos. You won Grey Cups with both teams.
It's a humbling experience. You know, when I got the call last year, it was one that you can't believe it. You know, you just like this moment is here. This is the reason why we play football. You wait your whole career for this one phone call. And once I got to Winnipeg last year and we was at the ceremony where they introduced us, and I'm sitting amongst CFL greats, and I'm sitting amongst even like guys that was at the dinner that I always looked up to that hasn't had that call yet. So it's a real humbling experience, and it's one that you have to cherish.
There was a challenge on the field.
After review, the ruling
Mookie,
on the field stands. Edmonton will be Toronto will be charged a timeout. Toronto will be charged a timeout.
They didn't have challenges when you were around playing.
No,
you might have liked some of those.
Oh yeah.
Here was the call. They challenged this as DPI. Now you've been watching, of course you coached as well. What do you make of instant replay in the game? You like it?
I like it somewhat. Sometimes I feel it really slows the games down. So, sometimes you need that instant replay to make that right call, because there's so much that's at stake. It's playoffs. You got Grey Cup on the line. So.
Now there's Zylstra again. Jordan Lynch is into the game. Looks like James Franklin's done for the day. Luke, let's take a look at some of these from a guy who's playing today. He's still playing, by the way, Ricky Ray.
He is. And, Rick is one of those guys. Rick is a special guy. And I know at the tail end of his career, when his career is over, he's going to be getting the same call, because he's put up huge numbers, and he's just been an outstanding player.
So you've had a chance to watch, living here in Edmonton, up close, the exploits of Darius Bowman, Darrell Walker this season, as the passing game has become massive in the CFL. Did you think at all about making a comeback? I mean,
hey, these guys make you think about it as an old man. I'm like, hey man, these guys are putting up like great numbers, and it's real great when you look at the stats in the CFL right now for the receivers, and you're seeing like 10 plus guys going over 1,000 yards. That's great, and that says a lot for the league.
1st and 10 again. Lynch at quarterback. Using Zylstra a lot today. What did you make of James Franklin's start today? 4 touchdown passes.
Yeah, hey, you don't expect it, but you just, like, when the guys come in like himself, he just want to do well. He's getting this opportunity to shine, and probably even auditioning for other teams, but he's looked real great today.
With Daryl Mookie Mitchell, Hall of Famer, former Argo and Eskimo. The guy who still holds the record for most catches in one season, 160. 1998. You look at that guy, Darrell Walker, who wears your number, as a matter of fact.
It's the magic number, man. It's the number.
Did you ever drop any in 1998?
I don't remember.
Because 160 is ridiculous.
Obviously, a lot of highlights for you, Mookie, through the course of your career. Pretty good collection of Grey Cup rings and so on. But do you have a favorite moment?
Well, one of my favorite moments was actually winning the Grey Cup here in '97. Coming here, I was surrounded by a great team, great coaching, and I was surrounded by a team that when we went into opposing team stadium, we had just that swagger that we came here to win, and it was just something that was instilled in us, and we just went out and we won, and we had fun.
You played with some great ones, Doug Flutie in '97, the Argos, of course. Did your stuff in '98, then with Ricky. Some people are thinking, even Ricky's non-committal, that this could be it for Ricky Ray today.
Well, I hope not. I think Rick still, got a couple of more years in him, but I know he's had his last couple of years of the bumps and bruises, and I'm pretty sure that's at the back of his mind, his health and his longevity.
Give me one catch or maybe a couple of catches, because you had a lot of highlight reel catches that you still say, hey man, I was good. I was good.
Well, it's obvious it was that one in the Grey Cup in 05. You know, and the funny thing about that is, like, I wasn't expecting Ricky to throw that ball because it was just 3rd and 4. So I thought Ricky would go with the for sure, you know, the easy, the 100% throw to either Ed or Tug. And so when I looked up, I saw the ball just like up in the air, you know. So it hung up there. So I knew I had to catch this ball because I'm not going to let all these fans down. I couldn't.
Up the middle goes Shakir Bell, and maybe a horse collar there too. They wanted it, they're not getting that call.
And now you've stayed in Edmonton post-career. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing now.
Well, right now I'm working with a lot of high-risk kids. I'm a supervisor at a group home here, and you know, like it's a rewarding experience for me every day. I'm going in, and you know, I'm going in as a guardian for these kids. I'm going in and I'm being that voice for these kids, you know, with their parents, with their therapists, you know, with their teachers. So, you know, I see the little impact that I have on a lot of these kids, and a lot of these kids, they're here right now supporting me, and I love it, and it's great.
Ball knocked down. Well, that's the thing. You know, you become a champion as a player, but there are other things after football, and some players have a tough time coping with that. But clearly, it's been something that you've wanted to do for quite some time.
Yeah, and it's been great, and it's been great. Like I say, I enjoy going into work every day because every day I go into work is just like playing football. You just want to make a difference. You want to make a difference. You want to make a play, and you know, and I get that reward whenever I go in, and you know, you're seeing the kids, they're greeting me at the door, and they greet me when I'm leaving. So that's a blessing in the sky for me.
That is, there goes Lynch. Do they call you Mr. Mitchell, or they call you Mookie? Or they call you Mr. Mookie?
They call me Mr. Darrow. Mr. Darrow. I'm like, hey man, call me Mookie.
So here we are, you know, last day of the regular season. Can we get a Grey Cup prediction?
I would say it's a repeat. I like the repeat. Edmonton, Ottawa.
All right, no
like
bias there at all, huh?
No, but I think it's a repeat.
Well, here comes Sean White. Again, has been perfect inside the 40 this season. There's a penalty flag.
Okay.
Be able to get up to 27.
Right. Well, and it didn't help either that it ended up kind of crashing.
Waiting on this call.
Like he had to go to the right towards the guy that was zone dropping.
Yeah.
Do you miss football much?
Oh, miss it.
They're
You
waiting
miss
for the
it.
fucking
Miss it.
eye in the sky
I don't
to
miss
make
the
the ball
bumps and
form.
bruises. I don't miss that. I don't miss that day after.
Yeah,
But I miss it. I miss it.
Procedure, Edmonton number 65, 5-yard penalty. We'll repeat 3rd down.
We'll do this again.
Oh, and then saw.
So Sean White
It's too bad that
set up here near the 27. And he'll put it through. Mookie, I speak for everyone. You had a lot of great seasons. You've had a dream year. Hall of Fame honored today. Great to see you. Thanks for the memories. Great luck with the kids.
Thank you.
Mookie Mitchell, great champion. The Eskimos and the Argos today here in Edmonton. Rod Black, Dwayne Ford, Ryan Rashog, our entire crew here.
Laser on one, ready, break.
Brickfield at Commonwealth Stadium. Final game. Both these teams, the regular season, one getting ready for next season, one headed to the playoffs. And maybe one headed to retirement, although the way Ricky Ray has played today, it makes you wonder. He's still got it.
Well, certainly a quarterback who still gives his team an opportunity to win.
Here we go.
Great to catch up with Mookie Mitchell.
Gold left, 64.
Yeah, not just one of the great players, but one of the great people of the Canadian Football League.
Under 9 to play here, 34-17. Big rush again. Ray looking one way, then another. Now chased down, and And he delivers to Anthony Coombs and was knocked down from behind. Coombs has a first down.
Odell!
Ricky Ray has Odell Willis in hot pursuit here after Greg Van Roten had washed him past the launch point initially.
Eskimos have 3 sacks in the game. Here they didn't have many. And another flag flies.
No flag over there.
Posey again.
Illegal formation, no end, Toronto. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Well, it's been a head scratcher for Skomolanovic this year, has it not?
Yeah, it's, you know, momentum can be a tough thing to turn around because with
Weak left.
momentum, to me, go things like confidence and chemistry. And when it's all going well, usually the chemistry is pretty good. The confidence grows with each success. When it's going the other way, obviously confidence drops and it gets harder and harder to get out of that hole.
Another turnaround on the draw play, but read perfectly on 1st and 15 by the Eskimos. Yeah, there may not have been one tipping point this season. There might have been a few of them right in the middle of the season.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Ricky Ray injury had an impact, as we talked about earlier in the game.
Hoosiers, face it! Face it! Tell him face it!
Ray goes down once more, and another rollover from Armando Sewell. One of the nominees for Western Defensive Player of the Year.
I don't know if I want
Pair of sacks today.
Okay, great.
And once again, they free up Armando Sewell with a stunt up front. He loops around the outside. Gets to the quarterback untouched.
This is a good kick. Brandon Zylstra doing it all today, returning as well, and Armando Sewell says 3 letters, DYJ. His coach tells him every day, do your job. What a job today for Armando.